What's good, you guys? K Tizzle TV back again with another Monday Night Raw review. So the show begins with Jay Uso coming out again, as always, electrifying the crowd. Um, so again, we get the one more time chance with his music. They're loving him right now. He's hot as fish grease right now. So it's only right that we start to show off with him once again. As he's hyping up the crowd and everything, Gunther comes out with a surprise attack, and this is the first time that we've really seen like Gunther just go all in and just he was really just beating Jay up, and he the whole time he's beating up Jay, he's saying basically like don't do it, like basically saying don't pick me because like I've already beat you. He was like just don't pick me. That's all he kept saying was don't pick me, don't do it. So as Gunther is leaving the ring, Jay grabs the mic and was like, "Hey Gunther, like I shouldn't say this. I probably shouldn't do this. But me and you at WrestleMania," and the crowd goes crazy. And the whole time I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm like, okay, maybe Jay doesn't know who he wants to fight, you know. But after that, like, that's the first time we've seen like a champion like attack the challenger to force him like to okay pick me. Normally it's the challenger going after the champion, and then they're like okay yeah we're gonna fight. This is the first time we've seen the champion go after the challenger, and the challenger's like yeah we're gonna fight now. So that was the start of the show. Pretty good. Gunther hears that, and then of course his first instinct is okay, I'm about to come fuck you up, and then Jay just jumps on him, start punching him, and then jumps out the ring, lands on him, and that's the start of the show. Second match we get Dakota Kai versus Io Sky, Dakota Kai and Io Sky versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Pretty good match. We see Io Sky, she's pretty much evolving in her character. She's really good. So we're getting more of her and everything. So it was a pretty good match, pretty solid tag team match with Io Sky and Dakota Kai getting the win. I believe they're the number one contenders now for the women's tag team championships after that match. That match alone was the number one contender match for the women's tag team titles. So it's going to go to Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Pretty much they're going to face Naomi and Bianca Belair. I don't know if it's going to be it might be at Elimination Chamber, but I'm not sure. It might either be that or like coming up soon. They're going to face Bianca Belair and Naomi. After that, we have AJ Styles cutting the promo, pretty much saying that he's back, and he's he's gonna be qualifying for Elimination Chamber, which obviously he should be in that match regardless. But so he come out, he's coming out saying he's back, he's ready to get back into the ring and everything like that, and of course Dominic Mysterio has to come out and give him a hard time and everything, and he's basically like, okay, like, how about me and you face each other? So they try to jump AJ Styles. AJ Styles beats him up, and then he goes to the back and he's telling Adam Pearce like, hey, just let me fight him next week. And then so next week we're gonna get AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. After that, we have the match of the women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match between Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. And Bayley obviously gets the win. It was a pretty good match, pretty solid. I mean, I feel like we all know how that's going to be, for the women's Elimination Chamber match. I don't know. I feel as though... So Charlotte still hasn't picked on who she's gonna face. Part of me is feeling like she's gonna pick Rhea Ripley, but it also depends on if they're gonna let Nia Jax beat Tiffany Stratton, which it might be a stretch. The only way I see Tiffany winning is if there's a disqualification, or someone comes in and interferes and Tiffany just gets the victory. But one-on-one match, I don't think Tiffany's winning, but I feel like some way there's going to be like a disqualification win or loss in that, so we'll see. we'll see how that match goes. Charlotte is probably most likely going to pick Rhea Ripley, though, more than likely, which not too happy about. I ain't gonna lie, because I just hate seeing Charlotte Flair. I really do. I can't say that enough. How much I just like I said, she's a great wrestler, but just tired of them just forcing her into our face. I'm just like, okay, we get it. Charlotte Flair, cool. I'm I'm patiently waiting for Jade Cargill's return. It feels like it's taking forever, but I'm hoping that it comes soon. Because man, I am just so ready to see who attacked her, which I'm pretty sure was Naomi. You know, because Naomi has a lot to gain by Jade Cargill being out of the picture. Bianca doesn't need to attack anybody. Her career is already set in stone. The only thing that's going to happen for her is we get that dream match of Bianca Belair versus Charlotte, or Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill. That, but Bianca versus Jade, that's like down the line. That'll be like years from now, probably like 2-3 years from now. They'll probably have a fight, you know, a match against each other for the women's title, most likely. But so we're still trying to figure out that match in itself. So yeah, and then next match after that, you know, we got a CM Punk coming out, and he's basically, you know, just saying that to John Cena, basically like, hey, you know, I see you, you know, you qualified for the match, but you know, you have every right to qualify. I mean, you have every right to just force your way into the Elimination Chamber, but you know, I'm gonna beat you and I'm gonna win. Now for the men's Elimination Chamber, I don't know. It's hard to say who's gonna win that. Well, nah, John Cena will most likely win. If not, he'll come close to winning. But my money's on John Cena winning that match. So we'll just see though. Of course, we have the qualifying match of Logan versus Rey Mysterio for the men's Elimination Chamber match, which was pretty good for the most part. I had a feeling that Logan was going to win. They're going to need him and his high flying acrobatics in the Elimination Chamber. So yeah, him winning that wasn't surprising, honestly. Logan is slowly becoming pretty good name. His overall in 2K is kind of pissing me off, but hey, it's okay. You're having a good year, cool. So, but for the most part, he's a good wrestler. Pretty good. He's carrying himself very well in the ring, so I can't be mad at him about that. So after that match, we have the War Raiders versus American Made, Creed Brothers, and for the World Tag Team titles. Now the War Raiders have had great character development, so like them, they obviously won the match, but their character development has came a long way, for real, from where, like, you know, they were just a team, like, okay, like, who are these guys, you know, and it's just like, okay, yeah, the War Raiders, like, we get you guys, but slowly but surely they've become like this team where it's like, yo, we can't wait to see you guys wrestle, we can't wait to see you guys, you know, attack and go crazy, and, you know, just left and right, like the guys are really becoming a great tag team. And I've enjoyed seeing them wrestle so far. At first I was just like, yeah, whatever. But lately it's just been like, yo, like, these guys are good. Like, keep putting them on the screen. But yeah, the War Raiders beat American Made for the tag team championships to retain their tag team championships. And you know, but lately, but lately, the Street Profits, they're coming up real soon. So I'm pretty sure I would be happy if the Street Profits won the tag team titles back, because I feel like they deserve it. Everyone loves to see them. Great charisma, great chemistry. Like, come on, man. Them two guys are just pushing it. Montez Ford, he is a great wrestler. I cannot wait to see WWE push him like they're pushing Jey Uso. Can't wait to see them give his push too. So Montez Ford has a long way to go, but he's still holding his own, like, no doubt. So it will be a good Survivor Series tag team match. The War Raiders versus Street Profits. You know, title tag team versus title tag team. Like, it'd be great to see that. Then we get here's the messed up part. So, going back to, I kind of pushed it a little bit, but going back to the Logan Paul Rey Mysterio match. This was the main event, of course. Um, I kind of pushed ahead. I don't know why I was mistaken in it. Like I didn't go in order, so forgive me for that. But if we go back to the Logan Paul Rey Mysterio match, Logan wins the match, and of course Rey Mysterio's in the ring. Next thing you know, the New Day come in and they attack Rey Mysterio, and then they just cut it off after that. Like I was just like, so we're not gonna see why they did this? Like what? So basically, they just come out and they're just jumping Rey Mysterio, just beating him down and everything like that, and then they just end the show after that. Cut to credits. I was just like, wow, like that's probably the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. I'm like, why the fuck did they attack Rey Mysterio, and why can't we just see why? Like, I mean, we all want to know why. Like, why did y'all attack Rey Mysterio? Like, like I don't get it. Like it was like I was just like, wow, like that, like it pissed me off to see that. I ain't gonna lie, that kind of pissed me off. I know I kind of jumped the gun thinking like, you know, the Viking Raiders were like Logan and Rey Mysterio, then the Viking Raiders. So you know that was my fault in the match order. So that was my mistake. But just bear with me. I'm thinking about it and looking through everything. So I'm just like, oh, I fucked it up, but it's okay. But yeah, the New Day, I'm not gonna lie, their new theme song is definitely great, and the way they're going, they were good as a heel tag team back when they first formed. When they first formed, they were a great heel tag team. Everyone couldn't wait to see them lose, you know, and it was the New Day sucks, and then you know they became the face tag team, but they are great as a heel tag team. Big E, it sucks that they had to cut Big E out though, because man, he had great charisma too, but you know the injuries and everything took him out. But it's okay. But so far, Kofi and Xavier Woods are definitely carrying it. I can't talk, but they're definitely carrying it right now. I ain't gonna lie, and they're a great heel tag team, honestly. And you can't ask for like a better way for them to get more heat than attacking Rey Mysterio after he just lost two, and then they just jump on him and beat him up. Like, oh man, you couldn't ask for a better storyline than that. So overall, Monday Night Raw was a great episode. So far, though, the only thing, and I see a lot of people complaining about this too, that Triple H has given us less matches, but I think that it's a product to, number one, it's the timing, and it's also the storytelling of every match. Every match, it's a story. Every match, it's just like, okay, this is what we're giving you. Like, and then like he'll give you these little bits and pieces and everything, and get you like one more. Like for instance, the Logan Paul Rey Mysterio match. Rey loses, but he fought hard, and it's like, damn, like he almost had it, but he lost. But then you throw in Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, and they just start beating them up, and it's like, damn, like, and what, you gonna leave it at that? Like what happens next? You know. So like Triple H has been limited to like 4, maybe 5 matches. But it's good though, because we always get these squash matches or these jobber matches, and it's like matches we don't care about. So lately Triple H has been like, no, I'm gonna give you all matches that you want to see and get you wanting more, you know. And then like people seem to think that Triple H hasn't been doing good as a booker, and he has. And like look at how much character development that's been going on. We want to see more people on the screen. That's the whole point of giving us less matches, that because we want more now. That like I don't think people understand that. Like when you give us 5 matches, it's like, damn, that's it? We want more. And it's like, yeah, wait till next week. We're going to give you more of that. We're going to give you more of that. Like, because if you do less is more. You see what I'm saying? So when you seeing it as like, damn, he's giving us less matches, like, and they're good though. I have yet to see a boring match since Triple H took over. I have yet to see a boring match. There's been botches, of course, you know, and then not to mention the Royal Rumble. We ain't gonna talk about that because I don't want to talk about that. But overall, Triple H has done a good job and everything, so I can't complain. Only thing I could do is get ready for Friday Night SmackDown, and hopefully they give us an update on when Roman Reigns will return, because we need to know who. Okay, here's what I'm thinking, and I pray I'm right. John Cena wins Elimination Chamber, obviously has to challenge Cody Rhodes, and the match doesn't make sense. That's the one thing that I hate, is that the match does not make sense on paper or storytelling wise. It doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is John Cena getting 17. That's it. But him challenging Cody Rhodes, just, dang, it's like, ugh. The biggest face versus the biggest face. Like, we've never seen that. We've never seen that for a championship, let alone a WrestleMania pay-per-view. So, I don't know, man. It's hard to say, but if that's the route they're going, I have no choice but to accept it. But, oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Bro said that's the first time I've ever seen it on camera. But yeah. So Roman Reigns versus John Cena would be a beautiful match, especially for it being his last. But we'll have to see, man. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. It makes no sense. It does not make sense. But granted, we haven't seen that. I can't remember the last time John Cena and Cody Rhodes even fought. But for it to be a match, I have no choice but to accept it, and that's the sad part. But if that's the route we're going, that's fine. Let John Cena get 17th, and I'm pretty sure it'll work itself out in the end. But if you've been rocking with me this long, appreciate you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, KT out. Till next time.